Hello everybody, y buen día a todas y a todos. We have the pleasure to host today Father Joe Arun, President of the Jesuit Conference for Southern Asia. Father Joe, welcome again.
Thank you.
Welcome to IAJU Assembly Edition 2025, and a warm welcome to Colombia, Bogotá, at the campus of the Pontificia Universidad Javeriana. Thank you also for accepting our today invitation to join our interview that we set up, Father, with the aim to offer a personal reflection and regional perspective to enrich the post-assembly engagement and share your vision and perspective across our Jesuit global network. So let's start with some reflection and response to the Superior General Address. Father Joe, what resounds with you the most? And how his message resonates with the current context of the Jesuit higher education? And what are you considering the main implication for your institution and also for your region?
What touched me most in his address was his emphasis on Jesuit identity. That all our institutions must demonstrate the Jesuitness, the Jesuit identity, because that is the charism of the Society of Jesus. And also he said that Society of Jesus was not founded by human means, but it was founded by God. So the same institution will be preserved by God. So that deep faith in God is that in his speech touched me most. Another thing that he mentioned was that we need to be men of hope in life. So all our institutions, the implication of his talk in our institutions means that our institutions should promote Jesuit identity. Whatever we do, we think it must express whether this institution is a Jesuit institution. There are so many institutions, so many colleges, universities. But what defines the identity of Jesuits? What are the identifiers? So this is a challenge that Father General has posed. Are your institutions are Jesuit? If so, show. Tell me.
Yeah.
This is the biggest challenge, I think.
You emphasize the Jesuit identity.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Father. Now let's move to some reflection about the assembly and your impression and the takeaway from this experience to Bogotá. In your opinion, Father, which of the 6 challenges we are discussing during the assembly in Bogotá should we have to give priority? And what specific initiative or project could IAJU develop to advance this priority, or probably some in specific?
Among all the priorities, what I think that IAJU must focus is democracy. Democracy. Because today, in the world, United States of America, India, in our region, the voice of the people is not heard. The voice of the people who are marginalized, the poor, the rural, these people's voice is not heard. Autocrats, fundamentalists are ruling the country. The democracy, people, the demos people are not there in the center of power. The people who are supposed to be in the center of democracy are on the margins, marginalized, in the peripheries. So the entire Jesuit IAJU institutions must focus on democracy. We must promote democratic values, democratic reflections, And also we must make our students more democratic. That means that the systemic change that should happen to our institutions, that we must become democratic. Therefore, we must roll out different courses, programs, political science, liberal arts, so that our students go out with democratic and secular values. Therefore, IAJU must focus on this and provide material and provide new thinking, new orientations, new frameworks, models for all our IAJU institutions, universities and colleges, that our universities and colleges should be the centers of democracy. The hotbeds are what I call the places where democratic values are nurtured. And more students becoming democratic leaders, counter narratives to today, what United States of America are doing, what South Korea and North Korea are doing, and what India is doing. Therefore, democracy must be the focus of the IAJU institutions, and for which there must be some way works to be done, efforts must be taken.
Yeah. So you mean that democracy as a fundamental base for continuing our work?
Because democracy, if you take, all other priorities can be aligned.
Yeah.
If you say identity, it will come. If you say reconciliation, it will come. If you say that you want to protect the vulnerables, it will come. So democracy combines all this, encompasses all this.
Common point.
Common point, converges everywhere.
Thank you. Thank you, Father. And finally, we would like to know your perspective, your impressions, and probably some idea regarding the new IAJU strategic plan agenda. Father Joe, how could your region concretely implement regarding the 4 priorities of the strategic plan in short term? And do you think that there are probably some ongoing projects in your region already implemented which may advance one of these priorities described in the strategic plan agenda?
There are 2 questions. One is, what are those priorities that you think that we should, in South Asia, must focus on? What we are going to do, collaboration networking is the key for us to today run our institutions. So therefore, what we are thinking this among the strategic priorities, collaboration within our institutions. We are, in the South Asia, we are 85 universities and colleges. And we are more than 2,000 Jesuits working. And there are 100,000 students and 9,000 faculty in 21 provinces in the South Asia. What we need to do is, we need to create a model framework of collaboration between these institutions, networking these institutions in terms of faculty exchange, student exchange, joint research, joint seminars, on conferences, so that we show to the world that we are all united in mission, union of minds and hearts in our mission. Therefore, that collaboration networking is one strategic priority that we want to promote first. Yeah. Another one that what we want to do is, we want to make all our Jesuit institutions, our institutions, Ignatian.
Okay.
So we want to train our collaborators. So therefore, we don't want to just run an institution as others, corporate leaders, corporate groups are running. We want to run our institutions as Jesuits should run. Therefore, we need to, in India, we don't have as many Jesuits, 80% of Hindus, only 2-3% of Christians. In our colleges, 90% are Hindus. Therefore, what we need to do is, we need to train our collaborators, faculty, in the Ignatian tradition. We need to make them Ignatian material. We need to make our faculty Ignatian. So we want to train our faculty in order to implement this strategic priority. We want to train our faculty. Therefore, we want to start what we call Ignatian Colleagues Program, and we want to start a college, a center for training and development, in order to train our faculty, Jesuits, collaborators, so that they go out and teach as Jesuits or Ignatius would do.
Yeah, and this is perfectly linked with the first answer, the identity.
Identity, yes.
Jesuit identity.
Yeah, that it comes full round.
Exactly. So, Father Joe, thank you so much. Really thank you to share with us your opinion, your vision, and that I'm sure that we will reach the post-assembly follow-up action. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much.